He kept everyone guessing forever, but just, I think Ross mentioned, just such a hard situation for the judges. Like, how do you split that? Who takes the win? It was such a close match. Everyone smashed it.
Oh, here we go. Connor O'Leary. He's in a big barrel, comes out. I feel like we're almost getting desensitized to what's going on out there. It's been big square barrel after big square barrel. Connor O'Leary up against J.Marshall in this matchup.
Yeah, that was incredible for Connor. Look how hollow that wave is right now. Like, if you compare it to this morning or to even a few heats previously, look how much energy the ocean has right now. That wave getting so square, so thick, barrel eating itself out. That just shows how much energy there is and how much intensity in the barrel. And great start for Connor. Those are three of the biggest names out here at Teahupo'o, so those are tough draws. Obviously Seth as well.
Drawing off the reef, pulling in, grabbing a rail, standing straight up for a little steez is J.Marshall.
Can break through, as we see it right here. First wave for J.Marshall. Nice takeoff, putting it great on the line, but overrunning the wave a bit. So that's going to keep his score on the short side of things. But letting his rail go, which right there where he let his rail go, he should have been stalling to put himself.
Right behind him, second wave of the set, Connor O'Leary. Drags double hands through here. Big section for O'Leary. Clears the section. Comes complete. Straight out of the barrel for Connor. Cuts it short into the channel. Smile on his face. He's having a good time.
Putting himself behind the curtain a little deeper there. And on the other side here, not as throaty off a wave, but just beautiful approach. As you see the difference between both. Right there, Connor O'Leary just stalling with both arms and then going into that west bow behind and pumping through. Obviously the judges are looking for that deep barrel, and Connor O'Leary in this specific situation,
he's just sitting out there. All this time has gone by. He needs a giant number. 9.33. Here he goes. This could be it. In the pit with the spit and coming out. This is going to make a heat for us. Just in time and enough time on the clock. If he doesn't get that 9.33, certainly straight back into the game.
Very late on the takeoff right there, getting some air under the board, and look at that extra section coming out after the spit, which that's just to put in a notice that how deep you were in that wave. Looking, going through all that turbulence, the board was just shaking, and that was intense. Look how much the wave bends at you here at Teahupo'o. You can really see on this angle, it makes you appreciate how crazy of a wave it is, and this is going to be a big score for J.Marshall.
Oh my, talk about patience, composure, and execution by J.Marshall. He showed us all three of those characteristics with that ride, and he's right back in this heat.
As deep as you can get out there, coming out of the speed, and it looks like, going over.
So that was just any kind of attempt to improve upon his scoreline. He's going to pay for that one, but he is going down swinging. Actually, he's not going down swinging. He's up right now, and he's still swinging. Here's Connor O'Leary on the answer back. Long wall in front of O'Leary, traveling in the barrel. Second section, rifling away. He gets eaten up in there, and so does Connor O'Leary's chances for mounting a comeback. Number 6, still chasing that place in the final 5. J.Marshall mounts an incredible comeback, a 9.4 when he needed it. Waited most of the heat out there with priority. He's on to the round of 16.
Thanks, Kaipo. Well, we are a long way from Seaside Reef, but Jake, you're looking right at home here in Tahiti. You went through the good, the bad, and the ugly in that heat. Let's start with the good, the 9.4. Talk us through paddling into that beast of a wave.
Oh man, I mean, the heat before, I was sitting in the channel and the waves were just firing, and I was like getting so excited to go surf my heat, and then I just felt like we, just hit a huge lull kind of the whole heat, and I was just getting so bummed, like, dude, am I even gonna get a chance to try one of these things out, and just see how I can go? And then when that wave came, I was more just finally like, okay, like, it's on, like, here is my chance. I finally get a chance to go on one of these waves, and like at that point I wasn't even really too worried about making the heat. I was like, I want to get one good one at least before I get sent home. But then yeah, when I was coming out of that, I was just like so baffled. Like that was probably the best. That was definitely the best way I've ever gotten a contest, and yeah, that was insane. I can't believe it.
Well, you never gave up, and that was amazing. Now let's talk about the bad and the ugly. Your reward for that wave of your life was 2 huge waves on your head. What's it like to come up from a gnarly wipeout out here and see another wave behind it and know you're about to get smashed?
Yeah, I fell kind of right on the takeoff, so it wasn't too bad. I feel like it's always worse out here when you fall kind of at the end, like on the West Bowl. But I don't know, when that second wave came in, I was more just like watching Connor like, oh, please don't get the score on me. But then, yeah, I came up and I saw he was kind of in front of me, and I was like, all right, I think I made this heat. So I don't know, I was kind of oblivious, I guess, to the beating I was getting. And then, but we have great water patrol here, and these guys, they're super on top of it, so they keep you out of a bad situation for sure.
Now, Jake, you have a lot of support, especially the lot trolls. I know they're watching, friends, family, everyone back home. What do you want to say to them?
Yeah, shout out to everyone at home. Thank you guys for watching and supporting. Just, yeah, I feel you guys' energy every time I'm going for one of these waves out here. I'm just thinking of all the boys back at home, just kind of like don't be a baby out here. You better send it. So shout out to all you guys, and yeah, hopefully I have a sick day tomorrow.
And lastly, does a wave like that give you the confidence to win this whole thing?
I mean, yeah, if I can get a 9.4, hopefully next heat I can do that twice. But I mean, if you can get, this is a wave where if you put yourself on the best waves in the heat, anything's possible. So yeah, I got a long way to go, but that was definitely a big confidence boost for me out here. Hasn't really been my forte, my best event, so I'm feeling really good, and definitely my most confident I've been out here, so I'm stoked for the rest of the event.
Love to hear it. Anything's possible, and why not Jake?